Hello, and welcome to PowerPoint for the classroom. I'm going to walk you through a few things to create PowerPoints that will be very helpful in your classroom, whether you have primary grades or secondary grades. Okay, the first thing I want to do is just talk to you a bit about why we would want to use PowerPoint in the classroom. PowerPoint can be used for many things, including engagement for students, interactivity to encourage them to participate in their learning process, and making your time presenting information a bit easier. In order to use PowerPoint in your classroom, you'll need to have access to an LCD projector, a screen that's either ceiling mounted or portable in order to project the images, as well as a cart to hold the projector if your LCD projector is not ceiling mounted. You'll also need to have a power outlet source to plug in your computer as well as the LCD projector. And you'll need to either have a laptop or a desktop computer that is able to be moved to be in a location that allows you to project to the screen. Okay, we're just going to begin with a few of the basics, and now we're going to go into PowerPoint. So if you'll all please get onto your desktops where you can get to the screen. To get to the screen to open up PowerPoint, we're going to get started. So the first thing you could do is click on the ribbon down at the bottom that says, that denotes that it's opening up the selection screen. You're going to go to your PowerPoint. Mine is already pulled up in my recent searches, but you could go to all programs. Then you would go scroll down to the Microsoft Office. Click on that folder, and then once you're in there, you would go down to Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2007. This is a different way to get to the Microsoft PowerPoint presentation program if you don't have it already in a recent search. The first thing you want to do is select a background for your slides. A few suggestions: since this is for students, you don't want to have too many colorful images and pictures that will detract from what you're trying to teach them. You want to keep it pretty basic, but you also want it to be eye-catching. So just don't overload them with too many pictures that don't pertain to what you're trying to teach them. You can begin by adding a title slide here where it says click to add title, or you can do something a bit more dramatic. You can go to the top and click on design. Once you click on design, you see a bunch of different options have shown up, and you can click the down arrow to choose more if you just want to make it a bit more creative and colorful. Again, just be careful not to make it too colorful and so over the top that your students get caught up in the images and the flashing of your PowerPoint presentation rather than the message that you're teaching them. Once we're inside of the PowerPoint designs, I have chosen a pretty basic one just to kind of get us started. I'm going to add a title, which is How to Create PowerPoint. Okay. Now you can add a subtitle or not. Whether or not you put anything here, if you don't type anything in this click to add subtitle box, it will not show up when you get ready to do the presentation. So you don't have to worry about trying to delete that box and make it go away. To add new slides, I would just go over to the left in the sorter area. I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to click on new slide. So that now gives me another slide where I can create new things. I can add text. I also have a couple of different options. I can insert a table, I can insert a chart, I can insert some smart art graphics, insert a picture. So if you have a picture saved to your computer and you'd like to put it into your PowerPoint, you may do so. I can add clip art, or I can add media clips. So those are things, media clips will be things, again, that you have saved on your computer. I would like for you now to go to the PowerPoint, I'd like you to go to the next video entitled How to Use PowerPoint, and I'd like you to use the steps outlined there to create a 3-slide PowerPoint presentation. The first page, I would like for you to have an engagement style of presentation that gets students' attention and makes them want to get into their learning process. I'd like for the second slide to be your intro to the topic on whatever subject you've chosen. And for the third slide, I'd like to see that you're able to add an image, that you're able to add a text in different areas, and that you are able to change the colored background of your presentation. If you have any questions, as usual, please feel free to email me at amanda.odorima@verizon.net, and that's amanda.odorimah@verizon.net. Thank you, students, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.